Attention all units, attention all units. Please be advised there are 2 killers at large on the streets of Utica. I repeat, 2 killers at large on the streets of Utica. If you see these killers, approach with caution and do not, I repeat, do not try to apprehend. They are professional killers and are considered extremely effective. If spotted, just sit and observe and wait for backup. All available units respond. That is all.
Again this year we have the pothole killer, except we're 2 of them instead of 1 now. Hopefully we're going to double our efforts that we did last year. Last year we did around 2,000 with the 1 truck. They're supplying the drivers this year for us, so we're getting the maximum use out of the truck. There's no learning curve, so to speak, as there was last year. So both trucks are out and about. We're doing the mains, which is like Genesee Street, the Parkway, Mohawk Street, Broad, Rutgers Street, so forth and so on. And then from there we'll go into the neighborhoods. Last year we concentrated a lot on North Utica and South Utica. This year we got to finish South Utica, get into East Utica and West Utica, and then we'll finish off with North Utica again. The best thing I can say about machine versus man is the safety aspect. You have 1 operator in the truck who controls all the operations, and he's surrounded by a big heavy truck. Old ways, you got 2 guys out in the middle of the road, hopefully with vests on, and you're in a danger zone, whatever you do. Even though we do have a guy that's in front of the pothole killer, at least he's in front of the truck with a vest on and he's somewhat protected. But the main thing would be safety. Also, a man versus machine, the machine's going to do more potholes.
Pull up to the hole. If you notice there's a lot of dust in there, the rocks don't really matter. You want to blow out the dust. That'll give you better adhesion. So then what you do is you throw down a tack coat, what we call tack coat. It's just a little bit of tar into the bottom. And then we turn our rock on, and the tar and the rock will mix when it comes out the end of the boom, and we can control the flow of each from inside the truck here with the switches and the joystick. And then we fill the hole, try to get it a little bit above level because it's going to get packed down a little bit. So we get it up a little over level, and then we shut off the emulsion, which is your tar mixture, and then you throw on a dry coat of stone on top, and then you're pretty much ready to drive on it immediately. The summer blend gets harder at a warmer temperature, faster than the winter blend. It can withstand the cold temperatures. The rock tank holds 6 tons. We load that up every morning. Sometimes we go through a whole tank and have to go back and reload. I've gone through as much as like 8 ton a day, and that's in 10 hours. Our emulsion tank holds 400 gallons of emulsion, and that should last you 4 loads of stone. So figure 24,000 tons of stone for 380 gallons. The emulsion and the rock mix right at the end of the boom just as it comes out. And we can control the flow, like I said earlier, the flow of both from inside here. And these trucks also, we can patch what we call on the fly. We can leave the truck in gear. So if we have a long hole, we can move forward and backward to accommodate without, having to stop and then move up and stop and move up. And that also saves a lot of time.
With the pothole killer, we got a little technology there too. It has a GPS system. So each pothole is tracked where its location is and how much material was used per pothole. So at the end of the cycle, for our cycle this time, it's for 1 month we have the trucks for, we'll know exactly how many potholes we did, where they are geographically, and how much material we used. This contract includes all the material for them. Based on the price, if they go over, it's on the company that has to come up with the rest of the material.
Traditionally, potholes are filled by a crew. They're out on the streets. We have a safety factor there. Plus the monetary factor is you have a crew. You have cold patch, which is a temporary fix at best. Even though cold patch has improved over the years, it does not last, not in this area. Everybody knows that. This process of spray injection patching does work. It's a very effective, efficient method of filling potholes, any shape, size, alligator cracking, all the things that traditionally you cannot do, you can do.
The pothole killers are simply amazing. They're definitely not a cure-all for our aging infrastructure, but they do allow us the time to stretch the life of a street until we have the financial means to repave them. In this economy, tax increases are inevitable. You look at our surrounding towns and villages and how they have increased their taxes while we're able to keep ours at a minimal. And that's incredible, considering we have the lion's share of the local not-for-profits and the highest number of individuals on assistance in Oneida County. We're not only stretching the life expectancy of our streets, we're stretching our tax dollars. The pothole killers are helping us get dimes out of pennies. I highly recommend any of the pothole killer machines to all the municipalities who are struggling with their budgets. The pothole killer machines will surely be back in Utica next year.
For the 1 month that we have it, it's $70,000 for 2 trucks and 2 operators, 2 skilled operators. We'll probably average, hopefully, 3,500 to 4,000 potholes this year. There's no comparison between the two, between manpower, maintenance cost, material. You're definitely going to see it back next year. Maybe next year we go with 3 trucks. We'll bang out the city. We have a contract out on potholes in the city of Utica.